Okay, so this is the third video in the AFC East for the Buffalo Bills. They finished second in the division, getting a wild card spot where they were then defeated by the Texans in a very good game. But with their first pick, they did not have a first round pick, so they had a second round 54th overall pick, and the Bills selected A.J. Epinesa, defensive end out of Iowa. I'm big on him. In just 3 years at Iowa, he only started 13 games but played in 35. And in those games, he had 36 tackles for loss, 26 and a half sacks, 101 total tackles, 9 forced fumbles, and 7 passes deflected. He is just a beast. He plays with a high motor on the field. He's just constantly getting after you, constantly getting after the ball. And I think with his motor and his capability, I think he'd become a relentless force in this league. Some of the biggest areas of concern for him are his speed rush and his quickness. But I really don't think that's going to be a big deal. I think overall he'll be fine, especially with solid corners and decent linebackers playing zone coverage in the middle. I think he'll get a little bit more time than if he was on a different team in the NFL. I think Buffalo's got a very good backfield, so I think he'll have a little bit more time, and maybe that split second will be all he need to eventually then get to the passer. Overall, I gave it an A-. It's not like he won't improve. So I think along with improving and what he's already coming in with, high motor, high effort, high work ethic, I think he's going to be good. Good defensive lineman in this league. So with the third round pick, 86th overall, the Bills. The Bills drafted Zach Moss, running back out of Utah. I gave it a C+. I understand they were looking for a running back. They just lost Frank Gore to the Jets, and Singletary was okay. He's better than I said he was going to be, but he was okay, in my opinion. And durability-wise and fumble-wise, Zach Moss, not your guy. So he tore his meniscus in 2018. He plays with tight hips, and he had a 4.65 speed. So with all that, he's not going to break one on you for a bunch of yards. And I don't think he's got the traits and the durability to become a consistent threat or a consistent back in this league. So with that, he could be average. He could be a backup. He could come out of the backfield. He's not bad receiving wise, but I don't think he's going to be the guy to carry the load. He's definitely not going to be LaShawn McCoy, what Buffalo used to have. So I don't think you're going to get that out of him. At best, Singletary's going to have to be their number one this year, but it's definitely not going to be Moss. I think at best he's going to be a average number 2, number 3 guy. Definitely not taking a starting load. So still a need for Buffalo moving forward. With their 4th round pick, 128th overall, they drafted Gabriel Davis, wide receiver from UCF. I gave it a B. I think Davis will definitely help. The Bills don't have very many threats at wide receiver, but his route running needs improvement and needs sharpening. And he's not really a yards after catch guy. He kind of is just a possession guy, catch the ball. But he's reliable in that sense. And so whether it's Josh Allen or Fromm moving forward, whoever the quarterback is, I think he'll be a reliable target. At 6'2", 210, he'll definitely have the size and the frame. And I think he could become a decent wide receiver in this league. You'll see decent production from him. I don't think he's a primary target guy, but that being said, he could definitely be a number 2 wide receiver eventually, and be a reliable guy for the Bills. So overall, I gave that pick a B, and that takes us into their 5th round pick, who I just mentioned, Jake Fromm, round 5, 167th overall. They were able to get Jake Fromm. I did not think he was going to go that low, and I actually believed Jake Fromm was going to go to the Patriots. I thought it was a no-brainer. I thought Belichick was going to take him. I think Fromm, I think he's got what you want out of a quarterback. He's got good leadership. He's poised. The only thing I think you could knock him on is the arm strength, but you don't need arm strength to be the best to win. I mean, look, there have been plenty of quarterbacks that have run the West Coast offense that have won the Super Bowl. And Brady's arm was in decline towards the end of his career in New England, and Josh McDaniels was very creative in how they ran the offense, and I think Fromm would have done a fine job. He's a great game manager, good football IQ, he's patient, he doesn't really force the throws, and I think he could definitely become a very good starting quarterback in the league, and that's why I believe the Patriots should have taken him. And I thought that's what Bill Belichick would have wanted moving forward. Kind of a Brady-esque guy, just probably not as powerful as the arm. But I think it's good enough. But like I said, you bring in the leadership, the poise, the game manager. And I thought that's what Belichick was looking for. I was wrong. The Bills took him. I was surprised to see him go to the Bills. So I gave the grade a B. But that grade is subject to change. I thought they were sold on Josh Allen. Apparently, they might not be. Josh Allen hasn't performed spectacularly well, but as a guy from the Valley, I thought they were set on him. But now there's somebody in his corner of his eye might be getting him nervous and make him step up and perform better. So overall, I gave it a B. I'm not sure what Buffalo is going to do with him, but they might have intentions to keep going forward with Fromm. So I gave it a B, but watch out, keep your eyes on Fromm. He could become pretty good. Okay, in the 6th round with the 188th pick, they picked Tyler Bass. He was a kicker from Georgia Southern. Only kicked 79.4% field goal percentage, nothing special, 54 of 68. He had 5 punts for 48 yards, so he can punt the ball. Bass is kind of a boot. He's got a boot on that leg. He could do kickoffs. He could punt. And maybe they want to try him out as a punter. I don't know what they're going to do him for field goals. But last year he was very impressive in the 30 to 50 yard range, hitting 93%. So surprisingly, even though he has a boot, once he gets over 50, it's kind of a toss-up. Not very consistent after there. And just overall, his accuracy is very So, kickoff guy, yeah. Punter, maybe. Could they switch him over to that? He's done it before. But overall, 30 to 50 yards, very reliable. But that was last year. The year before that, inconsistent. So, field goal kicking wise, he's a little inconsistent, but they definitely got a guy that could kick the ball and kick it deep. So, in the 6th round, 207 overall, they picked Isaiah Hodgins, wide receiver from Oregon State. I gave it a B- because he does have good height, good size, but he's more of a possession guy. Good hands. He's not really a playmaker. He's not going to catch it, run 25 yards, make you a big play, and set your team up. But he could develop decently. I don't think he's going to be rushed into any role, and he'll just fall in, and he'll do what's asked of him. He too, like the guy from UCF, needs to improve his route running. But again, I think he'll be a reliable target for Buffalo, so as long as he's there, he'll be reliable. Round 7, 239th overall, they picked Dane Jackson, cornerback from Pittsburgh. They gave it a B+. Because in reality, he wasn't supposed to be around in the 7th. He had 39 pass deflections at pitch, which is very impressive. His speed has been questioned, and also his makeup speed once he gets beat. Along with his ability to stick with routes, which might again be athleticism. However, he plays a very good zone, so you may see a transition into safety. But they have good corners there; they could help him out. But even then, if he's not a good corner, because man, they could definitely move him over safety. I think he'll be very good. Overall, good developmental pick though. That's why I gave it a B plus. So for the Bills, they didn't have very many picks. I thought they drafted decently well given the needs they have. I don't think they drafted any home run player. I mean, Epinesa is not bad. I don't know if he's a grand slam, but didn't draft any wow, unbelievable. They drafted, it was a steady, solid draft. I gave it a B. They did draft the running back out of Utah, Moss. That's questionable in my opinion. So overall, I gave it a B, which was good enough for second in the AFC East. Decent draft class, limited picks, very, very well done in my opinion. So that was there. So coming up is the close with the New England Patriots, and it will be interesting, believe me, as I was extremely shocked with Bill Belichick, as I thought higher of him before this draft, and I'm really starting to question maybe he's gone over. It's getting to his head about how well he thinks he can develop players. So stay tuned. Bill Belichick, New England Patriots draft coverage coming up next. Thank you.